Hello, I'm Master Wonder Mage. Um, so shortly after, well, I just finished uploading part 10 today, but as 9, this is part 10. Welcome to part 10 of Goliath. So I've just finished uploading part 10 today, but as you've noticed if you were watching this actively, there was rather a long break between part 8 and 9. Part 9 I recorded along with around the same time as I did part 8 and whatnot. So, part 9 I recorded about 2 months ago. So I kind of this the point here is that it's been a while since I've played this. I certainly remember what happened in part 9 and that I really hate this place because skeleton spam. But and I remember how far I've gotten. I'm just saying that it's been a while. Now I have been playing CTM maps non-recorded, so I haven't lost all my proficiencies, except that most of the time I've not really gotten that far beyond the early game, so I just entirely forgot about potions. So it'll take me a little while to get back in the hang of what goes on in these maps. Oh, as for why there was a 2-month break, I have an excuse, and that involves my microphone dying. So I wasn't able to record because my microphone was dead, which I think is, not a bad excuse. I did do some things in the meantime. I live streamed the mysterious duck, which was fun. What are these? Strength. Oh wait, 3 minutes of strength? Where's my extending? So the idea was not to do all this on screen, but as it turns out, here I am doing it on screen. I don't... Yeah, I don't really have the equipment on hand to do the speed potion, so I just won't bother. I'll drink strength to going in, which will allow me to one-hit skeletons, which will be amazing. And then I'll do regen if things are getting tough. I'd really like to find a nice out-of-the-way gas spawner that's, if I had used the gas spawner back, back in Valor Passage, I would have had to activate it every single time I went back to intersection 1, which would not be nice. Funny thing about how long I spent harvesting sand from the deserted ruins, there's a bunch of sand in here. Although, out there, since it goes really deep, probably was more efficient. Anyways. Yeah, main thing I remember about this area is it not being pleasant and it being very skeleton-y. And most of my death count comes from there. I think 2 from the initial parkour, not most. 2 from randomly spawned creepers that surprised me. and 3 from in here last episode. Power 2 bow is something I am enjoying. I don't have infinity of any sort, so I will have to be a little careful in that regards. So let's do strength and get in there. And if I start getting... Isn't that supposed to one-shot them? Oh well. I do have strength on, right? I do. Oh, there's a second creeper. Good to know. So not a whole lot was accomplished there because of that second creeper. But, I almost looked at an Enderman. I'm really surprised I didn't, since I was not being careful about that at all. That was not what I... Whoa! I don't like that. Just... I hope that was a skeleton who just happened to spawn with a flame bow and we're not... Oh my. Punch one, flame one. Well, when I have sufficient levels, I can add that to my bow and make my bow a punch flame bow. He had a potion effect, and which seems to suggest that that was a spawner mob, which seems to suggest that ouch. But I could also use it to get lots of punch bows, and thus get punch 2, which knockback on a sword is often kind of backfiery, since it makes it less effective against skeletons. But since in a bow fight you'll be at range anyways, there's not really any disadvantage to it when you're in a bow fight. Skeleton accuracy is sizably lower over range. Skeleton accuracy is low over range, and zombie accuracy is none over range because they're melee. And creepers also are debilitated by being far away from you. I have no idea, by the way, if I'm actually doing better than last time in terms of my technique and whatnot, or if I... Yep, those would be spawner guys. Also, there's a lot of Endermen over here. Maybe an Enderman spawner? I really like strength, by the way. Strength is nice. armor's fine. Endermen being here kind of makes sense. The nature of this area sort of states that you'll be doing a lot of ranged work, and having to be careful where you look is more of a threat when you're trying to aim. So if the Endermen are intentional, I can see why they're here. Okay, I got a whole bunch done there. Time to back off again. Oh, shut up. Just under 2 minutes of strength left. Okay. So, like I said, I've been playing CTMs off camera a lot. So, presumably there may have been some improvement in my general. Where am I supposed to go? I haven't seen a way out of this room. I'm guessing there's something on that wall I'm missing. That something probably being, you know, a passage. That sort of something. No, nothing there. What do you want from me, game? Oh, this is exactly why I died last time. Just get out. Oh man, killed both parts of the jockey before. Oh. Stupid cactus. Oh crap. Strength wore off. Okay, I should be able to get away with not using the regen potion so long as I can hold off until some. I should be good to go. Creepers, well, not the hardest mobs to deal with, are in some ways the most dangerous. Because of basically what you just saw, you could easily. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Although I did have my helmet break off, but that guy's got to have an enchanted bow. But you could have an area pretty much lit up, You know what? I do not need all these spawners. Grinders generally aren't worth making if the area is really hard to control. And this area is set up to be exactly that. Where am I supposed to go? Now maybe if I can figure out where that punch flame spawner guy is. That would be a spawner probably worth saving. Assuming the fact that he had punch and flame I th was not just a coincidence. Where am I supposed to go? Let's take a look. There is no obvious exit to this room. I haven't found the wall. I haven't found anything much of interest. I mean, I guess this is a large enough map that there will be areas without walls, but I kind of assumed that that would just be the areas that lead from one intersection to another. And there hasn't been any major loot in this section. Do these... Like... I don't like the looks of that. Okay. But it also seems like it could be signifying some... Die. Don't need you. Well, on the bright side of things, I found an emerald sort of thing. Emerald 10. What emerald? But would they have a whole area just for an emerald and a couple of pieces of loot? This is bothersome. No, that's just the ceiling. Yeah, it is. Yeah, like, while finding an emerald is great, Having that whole room just for an emerald is a bit odd. Is this... I'm confused. Yeah, I really don't know. So... I guess I'll check the time on this episode and call it an episode if it's been like 20-30 minutes. I should probably do that thing in these episodes where I, figure out what time it is. That would probably be a good idea. How much would this cost? Not that. 13 for power 2 unbreaking 1 punch 1. Or 11 for punch... Yeah, I'll go for it. And I am playing on 1.8, so the cost for everything is pretty low, so that's nice. But I'm gonna check up on... I think I'm gonna check up on whether there's actually anything in there. Because I really have no clue. Yeah, there's another group of people who have done an LP of this map. I really don't remember who they are. So, but or if there are any other out there, I'll basically just watch someone playing the Rattling Caves, and as soon as I see something that indicates that there's another area I missed, I'll stop. And then whether I continue this episode depends on what the time is. So if the time is 20-30 minutes, I will see you next episode. Bye! Alright, it has been 10, 20... It has been over 20 minutes, but I only slightly, so I figured I can continue this part a little more. Hopefully keeping somewhat better track of time than I have been. I have a timer thing set, but the question will be, will I remember to look at it ever? In any case, I have some idea of where the rest of this area might be from watching a video. No credit for discovering it, but fortunately the way I watched the video, I have literally no idea what's in this area. I just know that it's there. And the fact that I didn't find it kind of makes me a bad CTM player. You have to climb the waterfall, I think. I probably should have restocked on torches and got myself. Wait a... Okay. So. And high. And this is terrible. But there's a bunch of nether wart, which... And I'm gonna die. Oh gosh. Oh god. Well, that was perfect. But I know where the next area is, so that's a plus. And hopefully my stuff didn't entirely die. That'll be it for this episode. See you next time. Bye.